All right, that was just our 1 pound of imitation crab that we shredded. I'm next gonna come in with my whipped cream cheese, and we're gonna add this whole entire container of whipped cream cheese into our bowl with our shredded crab. This is gonna be a super easy, super delicious recipe that everyone will love. All right, get all of that in there, perfect. Now we are gonna season this up with a little bit of garlic powder. I just think garlic powder goes perfectly with this style of dish. And then we need a little bit of sea salt in this, just to really bring that savoriness. Just a couple teaspoons of that. Now I have my Worcestershire sauce, or Wash Your Sister sauce, and we're gonna add a little bit of that in there. Perfect, not too much. And then for some freshness, I have my green onions, and these are about like a day old or two, but that shouldn't matter. And we're going to cut our green onions right into our bowl with our crab, cream cheese, and Worcestershire sauce. Oh my goodness, it smells so good already. That Worcestershire sauce is just my all-time favorite. And we're just getting a good amount in here. We don't need too much. That should be perfect. Now I'm gonna grab a large spatula and we're gonna mix everything together. We're kind of making a crab ragoon mixture, and you can use fresh crab, but I just like the imitation because it's more affordable. But if you have the budget for crab, go big and go home to the grocery store or something like that. That looks like it is mixed well enough. Beautiful. Now we're gonna put this to the side, bring in our 9 by 13, and I have here 2 sticks of melted butter. And we're gonna add a little bit of that butter on the bottom of our pan, just like that. Make sure it kind of gets from edge to edge. Beautiful. Next, we're gonna come in with our Filo dough, and this comes with 2 rolls. We're gonna start off with 1 whole roll. Get this out. Add that whole roll onto the bottom of our 9 by 13 with that butter, and kind of just really push it into that butter. Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be laid down flat. Yum. I love this Filo dough. You can find it in the frozen section next to the puff pastry. We're gonna add a little bit more butter, because what is Filo dough without butter?
Nothing.
All right. I have this that we can use to kind of spread on top of our dough. Yummy. And I use salted butter, but you can use unsalted if you don't want it to be too salty. Perfect. Okay, we're coming in with that crab mixture. We're gonna add this entire thing right on top of our buttery Filo dough, making sure that we spread it from edge to edge. You guys always know we gotta spread it from edge to edge, and we're gonna make sure that every bite has some of that delicious crab ragoon filling that we just made. Yep, this is inspired by crab ragoon, but it's gonna have a crispy, buttery crust to it. I mean, that sounds absolutely delicious. That looks absolutely flawless. Now we do have 1 more roll of our Filo dough, and we are gonna unravel it just like we did the first one, super fast. It's gonna go right on top of that crab mixture. That seems good to me. Squish it down just like we did before. Okay, and we're gonna add the rest of our butter on here. To make this a true baklava, we're gonna grab our knife and we're gonna do some diagonal cuts. And as we cut, that butter is just gonna fall into our Filo dough. All right, we got our diagonals. Now we're gonna go right along the center to create some vertical lines. I know it might be kind of hard to see those lines right now, but once this gets cooking, it's gonna look absolutely beautiful. My oven is set to 350, and this is gonna bake for 45 minutes. All right, now that we have our raw shrimp in our muffin tin, I'm gonna bring in my salted butter, and I have these little pads of butter that we're gonna place right on top of our shrimp. I tried to squeeze at least 2 of those shrimps into each of our muffin holes, And this is gonna be such an easy, such a delicious seafood appetizer. It's great for the holidays. It's great year round. It's refreshing and it is tasty. So let's go ahead and make sure we get one little tap of butter in each hole. On top of our butter, we're gonna add some minced garlic. Now you can use fresh garlic, but I just feel like minced garlic has so much more flavor, and we're just gonna add, a few little drops of that minced garlic onto each pieces of butter. You guys know I love my garlic and shrimp are such a great combination. It kind of goes together like peanut butter and jelly, if you ask me. So let's go ahead and get some garlic on here so that everyone can get their flavor on. Perfect. Now we have some Parmesan cheese, and we are gonna sprinkle a good amount of Parmesan cheese onto each one of these shrimps. You could use a different cheese if you have a preference, but Parmesan goes great with that garlic, and it really does complement the shrimp. I know shrimp and cheese are a little odd, but with that garlic and that butter, the flavors are just unbeatable. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that Parmesan on there. It's gonna be so tasty. It's perfect for a party. Let's go. All right, last one. Beautiful. And I love the easiness of the muffin tin. Now for a little bit of color, we're gonna add our parsley. And we're gonna sprinkle our parsley right on top. I think parsley goes great with seafood, and shrimp is no different. I made this last year for Christmas and everyone went wild. My husband made it last week and I was just craving it again. It is so yummy. The best way to cook shrimp. I mean, how could it get any better? And you can use fresh shrimp. I just use the frozen because I'm in Vegas. We don't have a sea near us, so we gotta eat the frozen stuff. Last but certainly not least, lemon. All right, we're gonna add 1 slice of lemon onto each of our shrimp holes. This lemon is just gonna cook up and reduce in our oven, and that juice is just gonna dribble down to the butter, to the garlic, to the shrimp, and then we have the unbeatable appetizer that I am just raving about. Ooh, doesn't that look incredible?
Oh, I'm excited.
All right, my oven is set to 350 and this is gonna be in there for 20 minutes because they're frozen. All right, we're starting off with 3 cans of our lump crab meat. And this is all in my crock pot. Go ahead and lay that flat. Next, I'm coming in with 2 bell peppers, diced red and green, and we're gonna put that right in there with our lump crab. We are making a super easy and delicious Crockpot appetizer that everyone will love. I personally love crab, especially for this recipe. Okay, beautiful. Next thing we're gonna add is 1 block of our Philadelphia cream cheese right in there. Oh yeah, the best cream cheese you can buy. I have here some creamy horseradish sauce, and we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of that. We're just gonna do a nice little semi-drizzle. Doesn't really want to drizzle because it's a little chunky, but we'll make sure to get that flavor in there. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Delicious. Now I have some Worcestershire sauce or some wash your sister sauce, whatever you call it. I don't judge. And we're going to add a nice little sprinkle of that. We're measuring with our heart today, as always. Now I'm going to add my 15 ounces of mayo. Okay, and you can use Miracle Whip if that's what you prefer, but I don't think you want it to be too sweet because we want it to be a savory appetizer. Oh my, okay, get that all on the sides. This is gonna heat up and mix beautifully. It already smells amazing because of that crab and that Worcestershire sauce. Okay, got all of that out, beautiful. Now to complement that crab, we are gonna do a nice little squirt of lemon juice. I can get it open. Just not too much because we don't want to take away from those other flavors. Now, call me crazy, but we're gonna add some Red Hot Original. Now, if you don't like spicy things, you can skip this, but I think it just goes so beautifully with that horseradish and that crab. It just adds a nice little dimension to all of our other flavors that I love. Yummy. Now for seasoning, you guys already know, we're gonna do some garlic powder. Gonna do a nice generous amount of garlic powder because I want to be able to taste that garlic. Now we have some ground mustard. You could use fresh mustard, but I think ground mustard goes great with this recipe. Oh yeah, okay. That looks absolutely incredible. Make sure to season this well, okay? Of course, we're gonna add some black pepper. Just add a little kick to our crab appetizer. And last, but certainly not least, we gotta add some sea salt. Oh yeah, and I did not drain those cans of crab meat. We kept that liquid. It will just add to that delicious texture. But that is it, you guys. Our crab appetizer is ready to start heating up. So I am gonna pop this on high and let it cook. Oh my, look how beautifully buttery that looks. I don't think I really did well with my diamond cuts, but that's okay. Now, before we dig into this, I am gonna grab my sweet chili sauce, and we're gonna kind of just get our bowl ready for this. And we're gonna add our thick chili sauce right in there. Obviously, this is optional, but I love this stuff, especially with crab ragoons. Now, since I didn't cut perfect diagonals, I'm just gonna cut myself a slice. Oh, look at that.
Wow, that looks good.
Yeah. Woohoo. On our plate. Get some of that sausage sauce on there. Yeah. Yum. Oh.
Is it good?
All right, you guys. Look at our delicious shrimp appetizer. Oh, they smell incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this over. So we have our pan here. We're gonna do our best to make it quick. Woo! All right, make sure all those get out. And then this is the hard part. Oh my God, they look so good.
Oh wow, they smell delicious.
Now, last thing we need to serve this up is some cocktail sauce. Oh, what is shrimp without cocktail sauce? All right, oh, we got a little butter splash. Oh, that delicious butter. That should be plenty. All right, it is time to give this a try. And the great thing is that your party guests can just grab a little lemon, just like that. You can even put some, toothpicks on the side, but I like to do it this way. We did use the deveined, no tail, no shell shrimps, so that's important. All right, it's been 2 hours on high. Let's go ahead and turn this off and let's check it out. Woo! You can smell that crab. Let's go ahead and mix everything together. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be absolutely incredible. All right, once we have that mixed in, it is time to add our Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna have this whole bag of Parmesan. Yummy. Okay, go ahead and give this a good mix. Let that kind of melt a little bit in there with all that goodness. The Parmesan is just gonna add that perfect flavor to this delicious crab dip. And that is just some chopped parsley. The green just adds a great touch. Okay, just gonna sprinkle that right on top. You don't need to mix it in. If you mix it in, it will just turn your crab dip into a green dip, which is not what we want. Just a nice, beautiful sprinkle. Oh yeah, okay. Now this is ready to give a try. I have my little toasties here, and we're just gonna dig in. Oh yeah. It looks so good. Be careful, it's gonna be hot.
Is it good?